Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at some of the most valuable wheat pennies in the United States and revealing how much they are worth in today's market. You might have an old penny hiding in a jar, coin album, or pocket change that could be worth far more than 1 cent. We'll show you the rare dates, mint marks, and valuable era coins collectors are searching for, explain why they're worth so much, and help you identify whether you own one of these hidden treasures. Stay until the end to see the wheat penny that has sold for hundreds of thousands, and in some cases over $1 million at auction. Let's get started. First up, the 1942 Lincoln Wheat Penny. Minted at the Denver Mint during the height of World War II, this historic 1-cent coin represents an important era in American history. While millions were produced, certain examples in exceptional condition or with rare mint errors have become highly desirable among collectors. In today's video, we'll explore the history of the 1942 Wheat Penny, its unique design features, what makes some examples extremely valuable, and how a seemingly ordinary penny could sell for impressive amounts of money in today's coin market. The 1942 Wheat Penny was produced during one of the most significant periods in United States history. America had just entered World War II following the attack on Pearl Harbor in December 1941. As soldiers prepared for overseas service and factories shifted to wartime production, the U.S. Mint continued producing Lincoln cents for everyday commerce. The Denver Mint struck these coins using an alloy of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. The following year, in 1943, copper became a critical wartime material, leading the mint to produce steel cents instead. Because of this, the 1942 Wheat Penny represents the final full year of regular copper cent production before the famous steel pennies appeared. The obverse of the 1942 Wheat Penny features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by renowned sculptor Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's head appears the motto, "In God We Trust," while the word liberty is displayed to the left. The date 1942 appears to the right of Lincoln's portrait, with the small but important D mint mark positioned below the date. On the reverse, two graceful wheat stalks frame the words 1 cent and United States of America, with the Latin motto EPLUIBUSUNUM displayed across the top. This elegant design gave the series its famous nickname. The wheat penny, the small D mint mark, indicates that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint in Colorado. Although Denver produced hundreds of millions of Lincoln cents in 1942, collectors carefully examine every 1942 penny because some varieties, high-grade examples, and era coins command impressive premiums. The mint mark itself is a key identifying feature, helping distinguish the Denver issue from coins struck in Philadelphia, which have no mint mark, and San Francisco coins, which display an S. For collectors building complete Lincoln cent sets, the 1942 is an essential piece. Many collectors wonder what fine condition actually means. In coin grading, a fine or F-12 coin shows moderate circulation while still retaining strong details. Lincoln's hair will display visible wear, and the wheat stalks on the reverse will show flattened kernels, yet the major design elements remain bold and readable. Although fine coins are not considered rare by themselves, they remain attractive collectible pieces because they preserve much of the original design while representing decades of American history. Their affordability also makes them popular with beginning collectors. Several unique characteristics can dramatically increase the value of a 1942 wheat penny. Collectors search for sharp strikes with full wheat lines, attractive original reddish color, minimal contact marks, and strong luster. Even more valuable are coins featuring mint errors such as off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, repunched mint marks, clipped planchets, or dramatic die breaks. These unusual production mistakes transform ordinary pennies into exciting collectibles that can attract competitive bidding whenever they appear at auction. The condition of a coin plays an enormous role in determining its value. While circulated examples are generally affordable, coins preserved in mint state grades can become dramatically more valuable because very few survive decades without wear. Professional grading services carefully evaluate strike quality, luster, surface preservation, and eye appeal. Exceptional examples certified in very high mint state grades have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars because collectors compete for the finest known specimens to complete registry quality collections. Today's coin market offers a wide range of prices for the 1942 wheat penny. A typical circulated coin in fine condition generally sells for only a modest premium over face value, often around $0.25 to $2 depending on demand and appearance. Extremely well-preserved mint state examples can range from $50 to several $100. while certified gems and rare era varieties may sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at major auctions. The exact value always depends on grade, originality, rarity, certification, and collector demand at the time of sale. One of the biggest reasons collectors inspect every 1942D wheat penny is the possibility of discovering a valuable mint error. Double strikes, broad strikes, off-center errors, clipped planchets, lamination errors, and dramatic die cracks can significantly increase a coin's value. Some spectacular examples have sold for hundreds or even several $1,000s because they are both visually striking and genuinely scarce. These minting mistakes occurred during production and are considered authentic collectibles rather than damage caused after the coin entered circulation. Before assuming a 1942D wheat penny is highly valuable, collectors should have unusual or exceptionally preserved coins examined by respected third-party grading companies. Professional authentication confirms that the coin is genuine, accurately graded, and free from alterations or counterfeit characteristics. A certified coin often attracts stronger buyer confidence and may sell for considerably more than an uncertified example because collectors trust the independent evaluation provided by professional grading experts. Several important factors determine the value of any 1942D wheat penny. These include the coin's overall grade, remaining original mint color, strike quality, eye appeal, presence of mint errors, rarity within its grade, certification, and current market demand. Even two coins with the same date and mint mark can have dramatically different values depending on these characteristics. Experienced collectors carefully examine every detail before determining a coin's true market worth. If you own a 1942D wheat penny, avoid cleaning or polishing it because cleaning almost always reduces collectible value. Store the coin in a protective holder to prevent scratches and environmental damage. Use proper lighting and magnification to inspect the mint mark, date, and design details for possible varieties or errors. If your coin appears exceptionally sharp or unusual, consider having it professionally graded. Many valuable discoveries begin with careful observation and proper preservation. Collectors appreciate the 1942D wheat penny because it connects directly to an important period in American history. It represents the last complete year of copper cent production before the famous steel cents of 1943. Its wartime connection, classic wheat reverse design, and potential for valuable varieties make it an exciting coin to own. Whether found in circulation decades ago or inherited from a family collection, every 1942D wheat penny tells a story about America's past over the years. Certified high-grade 1942D wheat pennies and impressive error coins have appeared in major coin auctions, attracting enthusiastic bidding from collectors worldwide. While ordinary circulated examples remain inexpensive, premium quality specimens continue to command strong prices because demand for top-condition Lincoln cents remains high. Registry collectors often compete fiercely for the finest certified examples, pushing record prices into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. When exceptional coins become available, the 1942D Lincoln Wheat Penny proves that even the smallest coin can carry tremendous historical significance and exciting collecting potential. Although a typical fine-condition example usually has only modest value, rare mint errors, exceptional preservation, and top certified grades can transform this humble 1-cent coin into a collectible worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. That's why every old penny deserves a closer look. You never know when a tiny piece of American history could become the hidden treasure sitting quietly in your collection. Next up, the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark has become one of the most searched and collected coins in American numismatics. While millions of these pennies were produced, certain examples in exceptional condition or with rare minting characteristics have captured the attention of collectors around the world. In today's video, we're taking a deep dive into the fascinating history, unique features, rarity, and current market value of the 1944 wheat penny with no mint mark. Stay with us until the end, because one small detail could mean the difference between a 1-cent coin and a coin worth thousands of dollars. The story of the 1944 wheat penny begins during World War II, one of the most significant periods in American history. In 1943, the United States Mint temporarily stopped producing copper pennies because copper was urgently needed for military equipment, ammunition, and communication systems. Instead, the Mint produced zinc-coated steel cents. However, by 1944, the Mint returned to producing copper-colored pennies using recycled brass made from spent shell casings collected from military training grounds. This historical connection makes the 1944 wheat penny one of the most meaningful coins ever produced in the United States. Every coin tells the story of a nation at war, while reminding us of America's determination and resourcefulness during difficult times. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 1 billion Lincoln Wheat Pennies in 1944, and unlike coins from Denver or San Francisco, these coins carried no mint mark beneath the date. Because of the enormous production numbers, most circulated examples remain worth only a small premium over face value. However, collectors know that condition is everything. A coin that survived for more than 80 years without significant wear is becoming increasingly difficult to find. Brilliant, original red examples with sharp details are especially desirable because they represent how the coin looked when it first left the mint in 1944. The obverse of the coin features the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln appears the word Liberty, while the date 1944 is displayed on the right side. The national motto, "In God We Trust," curves along the upper edge. Since this particular coin was struck in Philadelphia, there is no mint mark beneath the date. This missing mint mark is completely normal for Philadelphia issues and should not be confused with an error. Understanding this detail helps collectors correctly identify genuine 1944 Philadelphia wheat pennies. Turning to the reverse, collectors find the classic wheat ears design that gives the coin its popular nickname. Two wheat stalks frame the words 1 cent and United States of America, while the motto EPLURBUSUNUM appears above. This elegant design remained in production from 1909 through 1958 before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. Because of its historic appearance and simple beauty, the wheat penny remains one of the most beloved American coins ever minted. One of the most important factors affecting the value of a 1944 wheat penny is its overall condition. Coins that have circulated for decades usually display scratches, worn lettering, faded wheat ears, and flattened details. In contrast, brilliant uncirculated specimens retain their original mint luster, sharp edges, and strong design elements. Coins graded Mint State 65, Mint State 66, Mint State 67, or even higher by professional grading companies are especially sought after. These pristine examples are becoming increasingly scarce because most pennies entered circulation immediately after production. Collectors also pay close attention to the original color of the coin. Copper coins are generally classified into brown (BN), red-brown (RB), and red (RD). Brown coins have naturally darkened over time and are usually the least valuable. Red-brown coins still retain some original mint color and often command higher prices. Fully red, brilliant, uncirculated examples preserve nearly all of their original bright copper appearance and are the most valuable among regular 1944 Philadelphia issues. Original surfaces without cleaning or damage greatly enhance collector demand. Another reason collectors become excited about the 1944 wheat penny is the possibility of discovering rare mint errors or unusual varieties. Although most coins are ordinary, some display double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, repunched features, or other minting mistakes. These unusual characteristics can significantly increase market value because collectors enjoy owning coins that are unique. Professional authentication is always recommended before assuming that a coin is a valuable error variety, as genuine mint errors are much less common than ordinary coins. Perhaps the most famous rarity connected to the 1944 wheat penny is the legendary 1944 steel cent. During production in 1944, a few leftover steel planchets from 1943 accidentally remained in the presses and received the 1944 design. These coins are among the rarest Lincoln cents ever produced and have sold for tens of thousands, and sometimes well over $100,000 depending on condition and certification. Fortunately, steel cents are magnetic, making a magnet one of the simplest first tests for identifying this extraordinary rarity. Now let's discuss the current market value of a standard 1944 wheat penny without a mint mark. A circulated example generally sells for only a small premium, often between $1 and $5 depending on preservation. However, an attractive extremely fine or about uncirculated specimen may bring $10 to $30. Brilliant uncirculated examples frequently sell for $50, $100, or several $100s depending on eye appeal and certified grade. High-grade mint state red examples can reach several $100s, while exceptional certified examples with outstanding preservation have sold for well over $1,000 at major auctions. Rare error coins and unusual varieties can bring substantially higher prices. Collectors should remember that grading plays a major role in determining value. Two coins that appear similar to an inexperienced eye may differ by hundreds or even thousands of dollars after professional examination. Independent grading services evaluate luster, strike quality, wear, surface preservation, originality, and overall eye appeal before assigning a numerical grade. A single-point increase in grade can dramatically affect auction results, especially for coins that survive in exceptionally high condition. If you believe you own a bright, well-preserved 1944 wheat penny without a mint mark, avoid cleaning it under any circumstances. Cleaning removes the original surface and often reduces collector value. Instead, handle the coin carefully by its edges, store it in a protective holder, and compare its appearance with certified examples. If the coin appears unusually sharp, brilliantly red, or displays possible mint errors, professional grading may be worthwhile because authentication provides confidence to buyers and collectors. The popularity of Lincoln Wheat Pennies continues to grow because they combine history, affordability, and the excitement of discovery. Millions of people still search through old coin collections, hoping to uncover a valuable example hiding among ordinary pocket change. Every year, collectors discover overlooked coins in inherited collections, estate sales, and antique shops. While not every 1944 wheat penny is worth a fortune, exceptional examples continue attracting strong demand from serious collectors across the United States and around the world. In conclusion, the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark represents much more than a 1-cent coin. It is a remarkable reminder of America's wartime history, the return to copper coinage after the steel cent experiment, and the enduring popularity of the Lincoln Wheat series. Most examples are common, but brilliant uncirculated red coins, high-grade certified specimens, rare mint errors, and the legendary 1944 steel cent can be worth hundreds, thousands, or even far more in the collector market. So before you overlook that old penny in your collection, take a closer look. You might be holding a small piece of American history with surprising value. Next up, the 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark is one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatic history. At first glance, it may appear to be an ordinary 1-cent coin that millions of Americans once carried in their pockets. However, collectors know that certain examples of this historic coin can command impressive prices depending on their condition, color, strike quality, and rare mint errors. In today's video, we'll uncover the complete story behind the 1946 wheat penny, explore its history, reveal its unique features, explain why some examples sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, and help you determine whether the coin sitting in your collection could be far more valuable than just 1 cent. The story of the 1946 wheat penny begins immediately after World War II. America was entering a new era of peace, rebuilding its economy, and returning millions of soldiers home. The United States Mint resumed normal bronze cent production after the wartime steel cents of 1943, and the recycled shell-case brass cents used during 1944 through 1946. The 1946 penny represents one of the first coins struck during America's post-war recovery, making it an important historical artifact. Every time you hold one of these coins, you are holding a small piece of American history that witnessed one of the most significant transitions of the 20th century. One of the easiest ways to identify this coin is by looking beneath the date. If there is no letter beneath 1946, then the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During that time, Philadelphia cents did not carry a mint mark. More than 991 million no-mint mark pennies were produced, making the coin common in circulated grades. However, collectors are not simply looking for ordinary examples. They seek coins with exceptional preservation, original mint luster, attractive surfaces, and rare striking errors, all of which can dramatically increase value. The design of the 1946 wheat penny was created by renowned sculptor Victor David Brenner. The obverse features a right-facing portrait of President Abraham Lincoln along with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1946. On the reverse, 2 wheat ears frame the words 1 cent and United States of America, with the national motto EPLURBUSUNUM above. This famous wheat cent design was used from 1909 through 1958 and remains one of the most beloved coin designs ever produced by the United States Mint. The 1946 wheat penny is composed primarily of copper with a small percentage of tin and zinc. It weighs approximately 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. A simple magnet test can help distinguish it from the famous 1943 steel cent because a genuine 1946 bronze penny will not stick to a magnet. Collectors also pay close attention to the coin's color. Original red examples are usually worth significantly more than red-brown or brown specimens because they retain much of their original mint appearance. Condition is the single most important factor affecting the value of a 1946 wheat penny. Coins that have circulated heavily may be worth only a small premium over face value, while well-preserved pieces in extremely fine or about uncirculated condition can bring noticeably higher prices. Mint state examples with blazing original red surfaces are especially desirable because they survived decades without significant wear. The better the preservation, the stronger the collector demand and the higher the potential selling price. Today, a typical circulated 1946 no-mint mark wheat penny is often worth between about $0.10 and a few dollars, depending on condition. Nice uncirculated coins commonly sell for several dollars to several dozen dollars. Certified mint state red examples can sell for well over $100, and exceptionally preserved pieces graded at the very highest levels by major grading services have realized prices reaching into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. These exceptional prices are reserved for coins with outstanding quality, rarity in top grades, and strong collector demand. One of the biggest reasons certain 1946 wheat pennies become extremely valuable is the presence of mint errors. Error coins are produced when something unusual occurs during the minting process. Collectors actively search for off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, lamination errors, repunched mint marks on Denver or San Francisco issues, and dramatic die breaks. Although the Philadelphia no-mint mark variety lacks a mint mark to repunch, other striking abnormalities can make individual coins highly collectible and substantially more valuable than ordinary examples. Another feature that can dramatically increase value is strong strike quality. Even though millions were minted, not every coin left the dies with the same sharpness. Collectors examine Lincoln's hair details, beard, cheek, and coat, as well as the wheat lines on the reverse. Coins showing exceptionally sharp details combined with brilliant original red color often receive premium grades. These elite condition coins are surprisingly scarce despite the enormous production numbers and can attract competitive bidding whenever they appear at major coin auctions. Professional grading also plays a major role in determining market value. Independent grading companies authenticate coins, assign a numerical grade, and encapsulate them in protective holders. Certified examples often inspire greater buyer confidence because their authenticity and condition have been independently verified. High-grade certified coins frequently command stronger prices than raw coins, especially when they display exceptional eye appeal, original surfaces, and minimal contact marks. Collectors should also watch for cleaned, damaged, polished, or artificially recolored coins. Improper cleaning removes the original mint surface and usually lowers collector value significantly. Even a coin with sharp details may be worth much less if it has been harshly cleaned or altered. Before selling a potentially valuable 1946 wheat penny, it is usually best to leave it in its original condition and avoid attempting to improve its appearance. Originality is one of the qualities most appreciated by experienced collectors. Many people discover valuable wheat pennies in inherited collections, old coin albums, forgotten jars, estate sales, or rolls of pennies obtained from banks. While finding an exceptionally valuable 1946 no-mint mark cent is uncommon, exciting discoveries still happen because many collections remain unsearched. Careful examination using proper lighting and magnification can reveal outstanding preservation or unusual mint errors that might otherwise go unnoticed. Every coin deserves a close inspection before being spent or sold. If you believe your 1946 wheat penny could be valuable, begin by checking for wear, original color, sharp strike quality, and any unusual minting errors. Compare its appearance with certified examples, and consider obtaining a professional opinion if it appears to be in unusually high grade or displays an obvious mint error. A modest investment in authentication can sometimes reveal a coin worth far more than expected, especially when it possesses characteristics that advanced collectors eagerly seek. The 1946 wheat penny without a mint mark is a remarkable reminder that even a simple 1-cent coin can hold historical significance and, in the right circumstances, surprising financial value. Most examples are affordable collector coins, but exceptional specimens with pristine preservation, vibrant original red color, or significant mint errors have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars. That possibility continues to inspire collectors around the world to search through old pennies in hopes of uncovering the next hidden treasure. So before you overlook that worn copper cent in your pocket or coin jar, take a closer look. You may be holding a fascinating piece of American history, and perhaps a coin that is worth much more than 1 cent. Next up, the 1953 Lincoln Wheat Penny, a coin from the United States that has captured the attention of collectors for decades. At first glance, this old 1 cent coin may appear ordinary, but its history, design, condition, and collector demand can make it much more interesting. Some examples of the 1953 wheat cent can sell for hundreds of dollars, and in exceptional conditions, certain specimens can reach into the thousands of dollars. In this video, we will explore the complete story behind this coin, including its background, unique features, mint mark, rarity factors, grading importance, and current market value. The Lincoln Wheat Penny is one of the most famous and recognizable coins ever produced by the United States Mint. The series began in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It became the first regular United States coin to feature the portrait of an actual person instead of a symbolic figure. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin introduced a new era in American coinage. The front of the coin shows a detailed portrait of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse displays two wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. This design represented prosperity, agriculture, and the strength of the American economy. The 1953 wheat penny was produced during the post-World War II period, when the United States economy was growing rapidly. The Denver Mint produced these coins with the small D mint mark located below the date on the front side of the coin. The Denver Mint was one of the major facilities responsible for supplying coins to circulation throughout America. Millions of 1953 Lincoln cents were produced, meaning the coin is not considered extremely rare in normal circulated condition. However, surviving examples with exceptional quality, original color, sharp details, and rare errors have become highly desirable among collectors. The small letter D on the 1953 Lincoln Wheat Penny is a very important feature for collectors. This letter identifies that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. Mint marks help collectors determine where a coin was made and can influence its value. While the 1953 wheat cent had a large production number compared with some other Lincoln cents, collectors pay close attention to coins with unusual characteristics. A strong D mint mark, clean surfaces, original luster, and excellent preservation can increase collector interest and market value. The 1953 wheat penny contains many classic design elements that make it attractive to collectors. On the obverse side, the coin features Abraham Lincoln's profile facing right, with the words "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1953 surrounding the portrait. The reverse side shows two wheat ears with the words 1 cent in the center and United States of America around the edge. Below the design appears the phrase EPLURBUSUNUM. These details represent American history, agriculture, and national identity. Collectors often examine the sharpness of Lincoln's hair, facial features, and wheat stalk details. When evaluating the condition, the biggest factor that determines the value of a 1953 wheat penny is its condition. Millions of these coins entered circulation, where they became worn from decades of use. Coins with scratches, discoloration, heavy wear, or damage usually have lower values. However, coins preserved in excellent condition with bright original surfaces can become valuable collector pieces. Professional grading companies examine coins carefully and assign grades based on preservation, strike quality, color, and eye appeal. A well-preserved 1953 Lincoln cent can be worth significantly more than an average circulated example. Collectors especially search for mint state examples of the 1953 wheat penny. A mint state coin is one that shows little or no evidence of circulation. These coins may still display the original shine created during the minting process. The highest quality examples can show strong details on Lincoln's portrait and the wheat stalks on the reverse. Coins with original red copper color are often more valuable because many older copper coins naturally changed color over time. A beautiful red or red-brown 1953 wheat cent can attract serious interest from advanced collectors. Although the standard 1953 wheat penny is common compared with some other rare coins, certain errors and unusual varieties can make individual examples much more valuable. Coin collectors search for mistakes created during the minting process, including doubled images, unusual lettering, incorrect details, or striking problems. These rare varieties are valuable because they are different from normal coins and often exist in very limited numbers. Collectors carefully inspect dates, letters, and design details using magnification tools to identify possible varieties. The market value of a 1953 Lincoln Wheat Penny depends heavily on its grade and condition. Common circulated examples may only be worth slightly above face value, while better preserved examples can bring much higher prices. Coins in collectible grades can range from tens of dollars to hundreds of dollars. Extremely high-grade examples with exceptional color, strong strike quality, or rare characteristics may reach values in the thousands of dollars at auctions. It is important to remember that not every 1953D wheat cent is automatically valuable. The exact condition and certification play the biggest roles. Some collectors have discovered valuable wheat pennies among old coin collections because they overlooked the importance of condition and rarity. A 1953D wheat penny with exceptional preservation may become a prized addition to a serious collection. Coins that receive professional certification and achieve top grades often attract competitive bidding from collectors. The combination of age, historical importance, copper composition, and collector demand creates the possibility of strong market prices for outstanding examples. To determine whether a 1953D wheat penny may be valuable, collectors should first check the date and mint mark carefully. Next, examine the coin under good lighting for sharp details, original color, and possible errors. Avoid cleaning the coin because cleaning can reduce collector value. Professional grading is recommended for coins that appear to have strong quality or unusual features. Experts can provide an accurate evaluation and help determine whether the coin belongs in the higher value category. Professional grading has transformed the coin collecting industry by providing trusted evaluations of condition and authenticity. Organizations that grade coins examine factors such as wear, surface quality, color, strike strength, and overall appearance. A certified 1953D wheat penny with a high grade can attract more buyers because collectors have greater confidence in its quality. Certification does not automatically make a coin rare, but it can help establish its true market position. Wheat pennies remain popular because they connect collectors with American history. Each coin represents a moment in time when it passed through the hands of people during everyday life. A 1953D wheat penny carries the story of the 1950s, a period of major change and growth in the United States. Collectors enjoy searching for these coins because they are affordable to discover, but can sometimes contain surprising value. The excitement of finding a rare example keeps interest in wheat cents alive. The 1953D Lincoln Wheat Penny is an interesting coin for both beginners and experienced collectors. While most examples are not extremely rare, exceptional coins with outstanding quality can become valuable collectibles. The coin market changes over time based on collector demand, auction results, rarity, and condition. Anyone interested in buying or selling a 1953D wheat penny should research recent sales and consider professional opinions before making decisions. Proper knowledge is the key to understanding the true value of any collectible coin. The 1953D Lincoln Wheat Penny is more than just an old 1-cent coin. It represents American history, the craftsmanship of the United States Mint, and the passion of coin collectors around the world. While millions were produced, the finest examples with amazing condition, rare errors, and strong collector appeal can become valuable treasures worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So before you spend or ignore an old wheat penny, take a closer look. That small copper coin in your collection could hold a fascinating story and possibly a surprising value. Next up, the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny, especially the coins produced without a mint mark. At first glance, this small copper coin may look like an ordinary penny that was once used in everyday transactions, but certain examples in excellent condition can attract serious attention from collectors around the world. The 1956 wheat penny represents an important period in United States coinage, when the famous wheat cent design was nearing the end of its long production era. While millions of these coins were made, beautifully preserved examples with strong details, original color, and exceptional grading can become valuable collectibles. In today's market, some high-grade 1956 wheat pennies can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on condition, rarity, and collector demand. To understand the importance of the 1956 wheat penny, we first need to look back at the history of the Lincoln Wheat Cent series. The Lincoln Cent was introduced in 1909 by the United States Mint to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It became the first regular-issue American coin to feature the portrait of a real person. The original design was created by famous sculptor Victor David Brenner, whose initials appeared on the reverse side of early coins. The reverse design featured 2 wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America, which gave the coin its popular nickname, the Wheat Penny. For nearly 5 decades, this design remained a favorite among Americans and became one of the most collected coins in United States history. The year 1956 was an important moment for the Lincoln Wheat Cent series. By this time, the coin had already been produced for almost half a century, and collectors were beginning to appreciate the historical importance of the design. The United States Mint produced 1956 Lincoln Wheat Pennies mainly at the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Coins made at the Philadelphia Mint carried no mint mark, while coins from Denver displayed a small D mint mark below the date. The no mint mark version discussed today comes from Philadelphia and is one of the most recognized varieties of the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny. Although the regular production numbers were high, finding one in truly exceptional condition is much more difficult. One of the key features that collectors notice on a 1956 wheat penny is the absence of a mint mark. Many beginners believe that a missing mint mark automatically means a rare era coin, but that is not always true. For Philadelphia minted Lincoln cents during this era, no mint mark was completely normal. However, collectors pay close attention to these coins because many examples spent decades in circulation and became worn, scratched, or damaged. A 1956 wheat penny without a mint mark that still shows sharp details, original red copper color, and excellent surfaces can be much more desirable than common circulated examples. The value comes from the combination of historical importance, condition, rarity, and collector demand. The 1956 wheat penny contains several beautiful design elements that make it attractive to collectors. On the front side, the coin features Abraham Lincoln's portrait facing right, with the words "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1956 surrounding the design. The reverse displays 2 wheat ears, representing prosperity and agriculture, along with the denomination and country name. Collectors often examine the sharpness of Lincoln's hair, beard, jawline, and the details of the wheat stalks when determining the grade. Coins with strong strikes and minimal contact marks are especially desirable because they preserve the original appearance intended by the United States Mint. When it comes to the value of a 1956 wheat penny, condition is one of the most important factors. A heavily worn coin found in circulation may only be worth a small amount above face value, but a coin preserved in near-perfect condition can become a valuable collectible. Professional grading companies examine coins based on factors such as wear, color, luster, strike quality, and surface preservation. A coin graded in the higher mint state categories can command significantly higher prices. The difference between an average circulated penny and a rare high-grade example can mean the difference between a few cents and hundreds or thousands of dollars. Another feature that greatly affects the value of a 1956 wheat penny is its original copper color. Collectors usually describe Lincoln cents using 3 main color categories: brown, brown, and red. A coin that has maintained its bright original red color from the day it was struck is considered much more desirable. Environmental exposure, moisture, and improper storage can change copper coins over time. A 1956 Lincoln cent with full original red surfaces, strong luster, and excellent eye appeal can attract advanced collectors who are willing to pay premium prices for quality examples. The current market value of a 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny varies widely depending on its condition and certification. Common circulated examples may have modest value, but coins in higher mint state grades can bring much more attention. Well-preserved examples can sell for hundreds of dollars, while exceptional certified specimens with rare combinations of color, quality, and grade may reach into the thousands of dollars. The coin market changes over time, and prices depend on auctions, collector interest, and the overall rarity of available examples. Anyone who discovers a 1956 wheat penny should carefully examine it before assuming it is ordinary. Experienced collectors look for several important characteristics when evaluating a 1956 wheat penny. They examine whether the date is clear, whether Lincoln's portrait has strong details, and whether the wheat stalks on the reverse remain sharp. They also look for original surfaces without cleaning damage, scratches, or unusual marks. A coin that appears shiny does not always mean it is valuable, because artificial cleaning can actually reduce collector interest. Natural luster, strong strikes, and professional certification are often signs of a more valuable coin. Although the standard 1956 no-mint mark wheat penny is not considered one of the rarest Lincoln cents, collectors still search for unusual examples. Minting errors such as doubled features, unusual strikes, or other production mistakes can increase collector interest. However, every suspected error should be carefully verified because many supposed rare coins are simply damaged or altered examples. The best approach is to compare the coin with trusted references and seek professional opinions. When a coin appears unusual, professional grading has become an important part of modern coin collecting. Companies that specialize in coin authentication and grading provide an official evaluation of a coin's condition. A certified 1956 wheat penny can be easier to sell because buyers have confidence in the grade and authenticity. High-grade examples with official certification often receive more attention at auctions and collector events. For valuable coins, professional grading can help protect the owner and provide a clearer understanding of the coin's true market position. If you discover a 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny in nice condition, proper handling is extremely important. Never clean the coin with chemicals or polishing materials, because this can permanently damage the surface and reduce its value. Hold the coin by the edges and store it in a protective holder designed for collectibles. Keeping coins away from moisture, heat, and harmful materials helps preserve their original appearance. Good storage practices can make a significant difference, especially for copper coins that are sensitive to environmental changes. The popularity of wheat pennies continues because these coins connect collectors with everyday American history. Millions of people handled these coins during the middle of the 20th century, and each surviving example carries a small piece of the past. The 1956 wheat penny represents a period before the Lincoln cent design changed in 1959, making it part of the final years of the classic wheat reverse. Collectors appreciate not only the financial value, but also the historical story behind each coin. Rare and high-quality coins have attracted attention from collectors and investors for many years. A valuable 1956 wheat penny is not valuable simply because of its age. Its worth comes from scarcity, condition, demand, and uniqueness. Coins preserved at exceptional levels are becoming harder to find as more collectors search for quality examples. While not every 1956 penny will become a major treasure, finding an outstanding example can create an exciting opportunity for collectors. Careful research and professional evaluation are important before buying or selling. The 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark is a fascinating piece of United States coin history. Although millions were produced, truly beautiful examples with sharp details, original red color, and high grades can be highly desirable in today's collecting world. Some examples may be worth hundreds of dollars, while exceptional coins can reach into the thousands depending on rarity and condition. So the next time you discover an old wheat penny, do not overlook it. Take a close look at the date, mint mark, condition, and details, because a small piece of copper history could be a valuable treasure waiting to be discovered. Next up, the 1957 wheat penny begins during one of America's most prosperous decades. The United States economy was booming after World War II, automobiles filled the highways, television was transforming entertainment, and millions of Americans used pennies every day for shopping. During this era, the Denver Mint worked around the clock to produce enough 1-cent coins to meet growing demand across the western United States. Although more than 1 billion 1957 wheat pennies were struck, the overwhelming majority entered circulation immediately, where they experienced years of wear, scratches, discoloration, and damage. Because so many circulated heavily, truly pristine examples became surprisingly scarce over time, especially those preserved exactly as they left the mint. The Lincoln Wheat cent itself has an extraordinary history. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it became the first regular United States circulating coin to feature the portrait of an actual historical figure instead of the symbolic liberty. Sculptor Victor David Brenner created the famous design, placing Lincoln's dignified profile on the obverse, while two graceful wheat stalks framed the words, 1 cent on the reverse. This beautiful design remained in production until 1958, making the 1957 one of the final wheat pennies ever produced before the Lincoln Memorial design replaced it in 1959. Because of this historical significance, collectors often seek high-grade examples from the last years of wheat cent production. The Denver Mint played a major role in producing America's coinage during the 1950s. Coins struck there carry the small d mint mark located just below the date on the obverse. The mint mark identifies Denver as the manufacturing facility and allows collectors to distinguish these coins from those produced in Philadelphia, which used no mint mark, or San Francisco, which used the letter S. Although the Denver Mint produced enormous quantities of the 1957 wheat penny, quality varied throughout production. Some coins were sharply struck with blazing luster, while others showed weaker details or minor contact marks immediately after striking. Today, collectors compete fiercely for those exceptional examples that escape damage during production and storage. One of the first characteristics collectors examine is the coin's overall condition. In the hobby, condition often determines value more than rarity alone. A heavily worn 1950-70 wheat penny is generally worth only a small premium over face value, but an uncirculated specimen that still displays its original mint frost, full cartwheel luster, and crisp details can command dramatically higher prices. Professional grading services evaluate every tiny surface mark, strike quality, luster, and eye appeal before assigning a numerical grade. Even a 1-point difference between mint state grades can result in hundreds or even thousands of dollars in additional value. A genuine uncirculated 1950-70 wheat penny should exhibit several impressive features. Abraham Lincoln's hair should display complete detail without any signs of wear. The cheek and jaw should remain smooth and frosty rather than dull or flattened. On the reverse, every grain line within both wheat ears should remain fully visible, while the lettering should appear bold and sharply defined. Original mint luster should rotate across the coin when tilted under a light, producing the famous cartwheel effect that collectors love. These characteristics indicate that the coin has never entered circulation and has retained its original appearance since leaving the mint. Color is another major factor affecting value. Copper coins naturally change color over time, and collectors classify them into 3 primary categories: brown, red-brown, and red. Brown coins have lost most of their original mint color through oxidation, while red-brown pieces retain a mixture of original brilliance and natural toning. The most valuable examples are designated as red, meaning they preserve nearly all of their original bright copper color. A fully red 1950-70 wheat penny in high mint state condition is far scarcer than ordinary circulated examples, and often brings strong prices whenever it appears at auction. Although the standard 1950-70 wheat penny is common in lower grades, collectors constantly search for exceptional varieties and minting errors that can greatly increase value. These may include dramatic off-center strikes, die cracks, die clashes, repunched mint marks from earlier years, clipped planchets, broad strikes, or double die characteristics. Genuine mint errors are created during the manufacturing process and are highly collectible because every error is unique. However, collectors should remember that ordinary damage occurring after the coin left the mint does not increase value. Authentication by reputable grading services is essential before paying premium prices for any supposed error coin. Current market values vary enormously depending on grade and originality. A circulated 1950-70 wheat penny may sell for less than $1. Attractive uncirculated examples often trade between $10 and $50. Coins graded MS65 red frequently sell for several dozen dollars to over $100 depending on eye appeal. Gem-quality MS66 red examples can reach several $100s. Superb MS67 red specimens may bring several hundred to well over $1,000, while exceptionally rare top population coins, graded MS67 plus red or MS68 red, when certified by leading grading companies, have realized several $1,000s at major auctions. These remarkable prices reflect extraordinary preservation, rather than the typical value of every 1950-70 wheat penny. Collectors also pay close attention to originality. A coin that has never been cleaned, polished, chemically altered, or artificially brightened is far more desirable than one that has been improperly treated. Cleaning often leaves fine scratches, unnatural shine, or hairlines that significantly reduce collector value. Even if a cleaned coin appears bright, professional graders usually identify the alteration immediately. For this reason, experienced numismatists recommend leaving old coins exactly as they are found and storing them in protective holders to preserve their surfaces. Authentication has become increasingly important because valuable coins attract counterfeits and altered pieces. Professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC examine each coin under magnification, verify authenticity, evaluate condition, and encapsulate the coin in tamper-evident holders with certification numbers. Certified coins generally inspire greater buyer confidence and often achieve stronger prices because collectors know the grade has been determined by respected experts rather than individual opinion. The popularity of Lincoln Wheat Pennies continues to grow because they combine American history, artistic beauty, affordability, and the excitement of treasure hunting. Many collectors first become interested after discovering an old wheat penny in family collections, inherited coin jars, or pocket change. The possibility that an ordinary-looking penny could actually be a valuable high-grade survivor keeps collectors searching through rolls of coins, estate collections, flea markets, and antique shops. Every discovery reminds us that remarkable treasures sometimes hide in the most unexpected places. If you believe you have a beautiful 1957 wheat penny, examine it carefully under good lighting. Look for sharp details, brilliant original copper color, minimal contact marks, and strong cartwheel luster. Avoid cleaning the coin, as doing so can permanently reduce its value. Instead, place it in a protective holder and consider having it evaluated by a professional coin dealer or submitted to a respected grading service if it appears to be in outstanding condition. A certified high-grade example may attract serious interest from collectors and competitive bidders. The enduring appeal of the 1957 wheat penny lies not only in its potential value, but also in the story it tells about America's past. Every coin represents a piece of history that traveled through the nation's economy during the late 1950s. While most examples remain affordable collectibles, a tiny number preserved in exceptional mint condition have achieved remarkable prices ranging from hundreds to thousands of dollars. Their rarity at the highest grades, combined with historical significance and collector demand, ensures they remain among the most admired late-date Lincoln Wheat cents. As we conclude, remember that not every 1957 wheat penny is worth a fortune, but the finest certified uncirculated examples truly can command impressive prices. The combination of flawless preservation, vibrant original red color, sharp strike, standing eye appeal, and professional certification separates ordinary pennies from elite collector pieces. So before you overlook that old wheat penny sitting in a coin jar or inherited collection, take a closer look. You might be holding a fascinating piece of American history, and if fortune smiles upon you, perhaps even a coin worth hundreds or thousands of dollars in today's collector market. Thanks for watching.